you're aware of how we frequently emphasize and discuss everything related to maintaining good health on this channel. So today, we'll give you a nutritional tier list where we will rank each of the most popular foods inside a given food type according to how excellent they are for your health. So for today, let's talk about meat. Stay tuned to this video as we rank the healthiest meats according to their tier. Meats are a staple in many people's diets and frequently serve as the focal point of any given meal. Additionally, they are the main source of protein. For a large portion of the population, one of the three basic macronutrients. Meats are special in that they always provide a full protein. By the way, what meat do you consume every day? Please share your answers in the comment section. So in this video, we'll compare the potential health hazards versus the potential health benefits that each kind of meat has to offer. We'll start from the bottom to the top order per tier. Due to their distinctive manufacturing procedure and the large number of people who consume them frequently, hot dogs, which are ranking separately, have a meager 10 grams of protein for 100 grams of meat. On the plus side, they are rich in zinc, phosphorus, selenium, B6, and B12 vitamins. They do, however, contain a lot of sodium, which could result in high blood pressure, and a sizable quantity of saturated fat, which could result in heart disease. Colon cancer risk has been linked to them. Additionally, ketchup and buns, which are laden with the fatty simple carbohydrates, are frequently consumed with them. In general, the benefits are not worthwhile, and numerous investigations have found that they are fatal. The F tier will be used for hot dogs. If you can, stay away from them. The C tier. Salami. Among the most widely consumed Italian sausages is salami. The protein content is respectable at 22 grams per 100 grams of meat. B1, B3, and B12 are present in moderate amounts. However, it is highly processed and cured, which may cause certain malignancies, and it has a lot of sodium, which may cause high blood pressure and heart issues. Overall, the drawbacks exceed the benefits, but both are quite minor. Salami would be in the D tier and should only be consumed very sparingly. Bacon. Surprisingly, 37 grams of protein are present in 100 grams of flesh in bacon. It is undoubtedly the highest we will see on this list. With a respectable amount of iron, magnesium, zinc, and potassium, bacon also contains significant levels of selenium and phosphorus. Oleic acid, a beneficial monounsaturated lipid, is also abundant in it. On the downside, bacon contains a lot of saturated fat, which has been associated with a higher risk of heart disease. Due to the curing process, it also contains a lot of salt, and research has shown that too much salt raises the risk of high blood pressure and stomach cancer. It's frequently linked to nitrites and nitrates, two preservatives that can raise your risk for a number of different malignancies. Bacon offers both considerable health advantages and hazards, thus, it should be consumed in moderation. Ham. There are 21 grams of protein per 100 grams of meat in ham, especially lunch-made ham. It contains a lot of selenium, choline, and carnosine, three amino acids that lessen acidity in working muscles. Inflammation is also proven to diminish by it. On the downside, its smoking and curing processes may raise cancer risk, and because it contains so much sodium, it may cause high blood pressure. Overall, eating ham has both noticeable health advantages and hazards. As a result, it must be consumed in moderation. The B tier. Specifically, 26 grams of protein are present in every 100 grams of lean ground beef. It contains conjugated linoleic acid, which has been demonstrated to help with weight loss, and is high in zinc, selenium, iron, phosphorus, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, and vitamin B12. In addition, it has a respectable quantity of monounsaturated fat, In particular, beef is beneficial for bulking up, preserving muscular mass, and enhancing workout performance. On the negative side, beef can occasionally contain significant amounts of saturated fat, which boosts LDL, the bad cholesterol, and raises your risk of heart disease. It has also been connected to certain cancer forms. Overall, but not with the same certainty, beef has more advantages than disadvantages and is frequently the best meat for the job. It can be consumed on a semi-regular basis. Mutton. A healthy 25 grams of protein are present in every 100 grams of mutton or lamb meat. It has significant levels of selenium, iron, zinc, vitamins B3 and B12. Additionally, it has a lot of monounsaturated fats which support heart health. However, compared to beef or pig, it also has a larger percentage of saturated fat, which raises the risk of heart disease, certain malignancies, and problems with cholesterol. Mutton has both fairly notable positives and cons overall. Shrimp. Per 100 grams of meat, shrimp typically has 24 grams of protein, in addition to being rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are important for your heart health. It's also high in vitamins B3, B6, B12, vitamin E, choline, phosphorus, selenium, and zinc. Shrimp meat is extremely lean and supports healthy cholesterol, strong bones, and brain function. While there are potential problems, shrimp is very nutritious and not calorie-dense. On the negative side, shrimp is frequently covered in sulfites, a preservative that can cause severe asthmatic symptoms, and similar to eggs and liver, limit shrimp intake if you have a pre-existing cholesterol conditions. A tier. Atlantic cod. Every 100 grams of meat from Atlantic cod contains about 18 grams of protein. It contains a lot of phosphorus, selenium, vitamin B6, and B12. When compared to other fish, cod has a reduced mercury content, and cod liver oil is a good source of vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. The biggest drawback of Atlantic cod is that it contains less protein and omega-3s than other fish, but it has also been reported to have some parasites in it. Cod generally has no significant drawbacks, but its benefits are not as great as those of other types of fish or meat. Crab. 19 grams of protein are typically found in 100 grams of crab meat. B6, B9, B12, vitamin C, and magnesium are all abundant in it. It also has a good amount of omega-3 fatty acids, which help with heart and brain health. Crab is particularly well known for preventing anemia. Crab has a high salt content, which can cause high blood pressure. Overall, crab offers some great advantages, and the one real drawback is how simple it is to track earnings. Chicken thigh. With 28 grams of protein and roughly 10 grams of fat per 100 grams of meat, chicken thighs are generally very similar to chicken breast, albeit slightly fattier. Due to the larger fat content, it's also rich in many of the same nutrients. It's simpler to eat more calories than you intended to. Nevertheless, it's incredibly nourishing and safe to consume frequently. Tuna. Tuna is minimal in calories for how much protein it provides and delivers an incredible 28 grams of protein per 100 grams of flesh. High in vitamin B12, vitamin D, folate, iron, selenium, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are important for your heart health. Tuna is also a wonderful source of these nutrients. Similar to salmon, tuna is likewise incredibly filling and often minimally processed. It may, however, contain significant levels of mercury, which in excess can be detrimental to the health of your brain. Despite the mercury in tuna making it essentially just a more nutritious version of salmon, it is still not advisable to consume it more than 4 times per week. Now last but not the least, top tier, eggs. 13 grams of protein are included in eggs per 100 grams or around 2 eggs. Additionally, it contains practically all nutrients. Despite having a lot of cholesterol, it doesn't raise your cholesterol. Actually, they increase your HDL levels. Choline, which helps to preserve cell membranes and enhance nervous system function, is abundant in eggs. Because it includes significant amounts of the antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin and has a correct balance of amino acids, it enhances eye health. Eggs are quite filling for your body to absorb, making it excellent for breakfast and weight loss. However, research has indicated that if you have undiagnosed cholesterol problems, consuming eggs should be restricted, but not entirely avoided. Overall, there are just too many advantages to count, and the lone disadvantage isn't even formally established. Liver. The protein content of liver, specifically beef liver, is decent at 26 grams per 100 grams of meat. Given how little calories it has in comparison to other foods, it's one of the foods with the highest nutrient density worldwide. Vitamins A, B2, B9, B12, C, copper, iron, and folate are abundant in the liver. Similar to eggs, there are some things to watch out for, such as limiting your liver intake if you have underlying cholesterol issues. Additionally, consuming a lot of liver can prevent your liver from processing the vitamin A you're giving it. It is practically overloaded with nutrients. Chicken breast. Chicken breast is exceptionally lean, with only 4 grams of fat per 100 grams of meat and has a high protein content of 31 grams. It also has a high concentration of the vitamins B2, B3, B6, B12, selenium, and phosphorus. The finest meat for shedding pounds and for building lean muscle is chicken breast. Rotisserie chicken is safe to consume when grilled, baked, or stirred fried. But not all chicken breasts are created equal, or maybe more precisely, not all chicken breasts are prepared similarly. Although they still have all the benefits, fried and lunch meat chicken has notably higher sodium and preservatives. However, if you choose the proper kinds, there are no obvious drawbacks, and you're welcome to consume chicken breast as frequently as you desire. Turkey. Turkey offers 29 grams of protein per 100 grams of meat. One of the leanest meats is turkey breast, which is great for weight loss. With a high content of choline, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, and zinc, it's also exceptionally nutrient-dense. Processed turkey, however, may contain significantly more sodium, which can cause high blood pressure. Unprocessed types are almost ideal meat that you can consume as frequently as you wish. Deer meat. Per 100 grams of meat, deer meat has 26 grams of protein. B2, B3, B6, B12, iron, potassium, phosphorus, and zinc are all abundant in it. Compared to other meats, it has a relatively low fat and sodium content. Unfortunately, there's a higher risk of heart disease and stroke as a result. The verdict is still out on whether deer meat is unquestionably superior to most meats overall. Albeit, there may be a significant negative. You're welcome to consume it frequently as it joins our very packed ace here. When you consider the entire list, eating most meats will be beneficial for you. They are the most dependable source of complete protein and, as indicated, a mainstay of the most people's diets, the primary component of muscle, as well as a number of other nutrients necessary for ideal body and brain function. We hope that this list might help you decide which meat you should be including frequently in your meat plans. The information contained in this video is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have any concerns about a certain medical conditions, please consult your doctor. And if you want to watch more of these quality contents, check out the video on the lower left corner and the playlist on the lower right corner. Thank you for watching.